Alright, hello everyone, my name is Sage and welcome once again back to Anthem. Today we're gonna go check out the next main mission objective within the story of the game, and things are gonna get quite interesting today, but we will see a little bit later how so. For now though, we have to find Tassin, who will give us a little bit of debriefing for what is to come and what our next objective will be. So without further ado, let's have a chat with her and see what she has to say.
Freelancer, I trust your reunion with Halleck and Faye was productive.
There are a few less Dominion who will be bothering us.
Always good. So what's the next step?
The tomb of General Tarsus. They think her original javelin is still there.
I'll assume it's for more than just a historical tour.
Faye says that javelin could get us into the heart of Rage.
Then I'm glad I could bring old friends back together.
Well, we're still getting, reacquainted.
Make it work. In the meantime, Corvus has other jobs that might interest you.
You know me. I'll take any job I can get.
These aren't your usual run-of-the-mill contracts. They're tough.
I can handle it.
Then talk to my agent, Sev, for a full briefing. He's in the bar. Or rush in if you want. I know that's more the Freelancer style. Whichever the case, keep up the good work.
So this finally unlocked me for these strongholds to access. I don't know what these specifically are, because I haven't checked them out yet, but it's at least nice to have them.
Could you come see me when you have a minute? We've got a complication. Thank you for coming to see me.
You said there was a complication? What's happened?
I took a look at the intel Zim gave us.
It's no good.
She promised us 1 location. She delivered 5.
Well, all right. That's, unexpected.
Zim's data is a fragment of text from the Legionnaire Leotrel the Unbroken. She was the General's right hand and, according to legend, the one who laid Tarsus to rest. The text mentions guardians and 4 tombs that must be visited to find the Javelin of Dawn. The data's barely readable. I'll try to get more out of it while you and Owen look for these tombs.
Right. Send me the locations. I'll check them out.
Alright, so this is quite an interesting mission, because it's not your generic just go do the objective type of thing that the missions in the past in this game has been. These objectives are actually something you do in the free play, where you have to do certain things, activities there, certain amount, and with that, once you do them, you access the way to access these guardians or whatever these tombs were, and without that we cannot move on with the story. So yeah, this is the thing we just have to go and do. And I'm making this voiceover retrospectively after playing through all of this gameplay, so please note that when I'm talking here, because I might be speaking some things in the past tense because of that. But without further ado, we're gonna have a little bit chat of Owen before we head on to this free play to explore what we actually have to do, and then we're gonna see what the objectives actually are.
Oh, hello there.
Got a few minutes?
Do I? Of course I do. You're my favourite Lancer.
I am. Or am I your only Lancer?
Yeah, mostly, yes. But you do know that I pick up the odd extra contract. And fellas gotta eat. I like to be open to opportunity when it strikes. That's cool, right?
Of course, I'm not a monster. We all gotta eat, even me.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, mate. However, I do think we make a particularly good team. Don't you?
What's up, Owen? Feeling insecure?
What? No. Moving on.
Anyway, things look better now that Corvus is interested.
You rescuing that Matthias fellow reminded me of the Scar nightmare that was our first contract.
Times 10. That was crazy.
I'd only been in Tarsus for a few weeks, and here I was, working with a Lancer who survived the Heart of Rage. I was pretty chuffed. Life for this poor, wayward cipher was suddenly looking up.
What do you mean, poor wayward?
After I left the Satomi, I bounced around a lot. Had a gig on a Strider, wandered around Antium. You may have noticed I get bored very easily.
Life's what you make it.
You really believe that?
Yeah, I do.
I envy you. I'll have to think about that.
Owen, is it true what they say? That every cipher's a little broken? Since we're having a bit of a heart-to-heart, thought maybe I could ask.
Looking for the root of my insecurity?
I've opened a can of worms.
No. Knowledge is power, right? So yeah, every cipher is a little broken. Or a lot broken. You don't hone the ability to link minds without suffering a loss somewhere else. It's different for everyone. Often it's small, but sometimes it leaves you unable to function.
Like dead?
Huh? No. Never dead.
You seem to have come out okay. Plus, you're a great cipher.
Thank you. And when I'm my own Lancer, then everyone will see how extra amazing I am.
Why not just try to be a better cipher?
I thought life's what you make it. Gotta buy into your own idealism, mate. Plus, there are plenty of level blah blah ciphers around. What's amazing about that?
Should I ask how it's going?
With the lessons? Well, it's more of a book, actually, but I'm working hard. Turns out I'm a natural.
You know, it took me years, right?
Yes, but that's you. Anyway,
Thanks for the insight on ciphers. Looking forward to more contracts.
indeed. See you around.
Alright, here in the challenges sections in the main menu, we can see these trial challenges that we have to do. We can also see that we have actually completed some of these objectives already. So apparently things that I have done in the past in this game when I've been, flying around doing the missions and also exploring a little bit in the free play has been counted already here, which helps out a lot. Because there's quite many things here to do. But that still doesn't mean this was easy task to do for me. Because as still a pretty new player to the game, many of this stuff is still pretty unknown to me. Like, I had to Google a lot of stuff to figure out how to do, some of these objectives, because I had no idea. But first thing first, when I see this list of things that I had to do, I just, jumped blindly into the free play and started to see what can I do there to, figure out what to do to get these goals completed. So we shall have a little bit of recap of how all of that went.
Faye marked the tomb's locations on your map, but we can't get in until we prove ourselves by completing the Legionnaire's trials.
So off we are to the free play. I just, start straight on by checking out the map. That can I see any icons that would indicate this would be something I could do. Honestly though, only thing that was kind of marked was where the actual tombs are located, but there was not any special icons for the activities that I could do or anything like that. Only thing that is marked here are these time trials, which I've been doing a little bit. I did a couple of them in the past, but once I tried to do a couple of these here, well, first of all I failed a couple because they are hard for me still. It's kind of hard to play with controller. It takes me a little while to get used to. But when I was able to successfully do one, it didn't even count as one of these world events that you have to complete. So then I had to find something else to do. Also there are these treasure chests that you have to try to find. You can get those by doing the world events, and you can find some randomly on the map, and there's just a bunch of different kind of stuff we still have to do here. After running around a while, I managed to find this world event where there are these sentinels in trouble. So we need to fix them up, and then we need to defeat some enemies. And this world event works quite perfectly for me because I can get a couple of objectives done. Well, first of course I can get this world event done, and also rescuing these sentinels was actually also one of the objectives in one of the trials. So whenever a sentinel goes down, you can go and revive it so it survives the encounter, and there was a bunch of them that were going down in this one. So I actually got one of the trials completely done with this event only, because only thing remaining from that trial was me to revive those sentinels. So after this I was already able to go visit the first tomb.
There we go. You got it from here? You have my thanks, Freelancer. We'll remember this.
So these tombs themselves are actually nothing too super special. They are just these rooms where there is this coughing or something like in the middle that you interact with, and that's that.
So, why don't you try that then? Well, that's one down. Just 3 to go.
And then there is also a couple of these things behind there that you can offer some materials into, which I don't quite understand exactly what does it do. I didn't, bother to get into it too much. But yeah, that's the first tomb anyway done, and next we're just gonna, try to get the objectives done for the next 3 to get them completed as well. Things in this game though didn't always went down as I was planning. The fights in the free play tends to be very difficult time to time, and this happened a couple of times for me where I just went down, and there are a couple of other players out there as well, but they're not gonna come and revive me. That is very unlikely because I haven't really interacted with any of them. So in the end I was just had to revive myself back to spawn and try again. So this was very, well, I'm not saying very frustrating, but at least a little bit frustrating to keep repeating a little bit. After running around a while, I was definitely getting tired, trying to do everything solo, so I decided I'm gonna try to find someone to help me. So I found this guy, and then I just, kinda tried to communicate with him with the limited communication options available in the game. And actually, it, turned out working out perfectly, because what happened next was kinda magical. So the guy invites basically me to follow him, and with him we are going, around everywhere we can go, finding world events, things to do, enemies to kill, and we do this for a very long while, I think like in about an hour. And that's not even all. We have managed to even find 2 other players to play this game with, which is absolutely crazy for me, because everyone has been telling me this game is absolutely dead, there's no one playing it. So, getting this kind of a co-op experience actually in this game was absolutely fantastic. These 3 guys helped me out so much with my objectives, and I was able to get all the trials done, even after we ended, our session, and I finished the rest of the objectives solo, because I just got so much experience out of, playing with them out of this game, so I learned a lot of things, how to play, and yeah, it was just a very fantastic experience. So if anyone is telling you this game is like dead and you should not play it, I would highly advise to reconsider and check out this game. Even though yes, there is not many players online, and you probably won't get much help in the matchmaking when you want to do specific mission. At least in the free play you can find other players to play with. It's absolutely worthwhile if you ask for me. There's a little bit more gameplay of our co-op shenanigans here in the free play, so please enjoy this epic gameplay. After hours of grinding the free play, I finally unlocked the final tomb and the final trial is completed.
Hold on. Leaking her in.
Good work. Come back to Fort Tarsis and we'll plan our next step. This is where it gets interesting.
I've greeted all the Guardians. What happens now?
I've been sorting through the fragments of Legionnaire Leotrell's writing that Sim gave us. A lot of it is unreadable, and what's left is in a kind of code, typical for the Legion of Dawn. If I'm right, this last location should be the one we're hoping for. I'll back you up this time. We can start whenever you're ready.
So from here we get the next objective for the next mission, but before we go do anything, more progress, we're gonna have a little bit of chat with this guy who wasn't, the last time wasn't really keen of meeting us.
Halleck.
Hey there.
Are we on speaking terms?
Depends on what you have to say.
How about we start by breaking the ice? It's been 2 years. What happened?
People go their separate ways. That day in the heart of rage, you forgot about it. Faye and I didn't. Simple as that.
No one could forget that day, Halleck. All those freelancers we lost, it's still on my mind.
Is it? Because you bounced right back.
There was a choice. We're freelancers.
Doesn't mean we're all the same.
We all wear a javelin, don't we?
Oh, no. You don't get to show up out of nowhere and start interrogating me. So how about this? Outside the job, we're just two, I don't know, long-lost cousins getting to know each other again. See what happens.
I'll bite. We start fresh.
Well, some of us are 45 years old, so fresh is being kind. Maybe I'm your uncle.
Maybe we'll even be friends.
Sure, kid, as long as we're pretending. But on the job, don't think I'll go easy on you.
Hey, what's up?
You called me.
I did. Do you have time for a chat? Or, I don't know, do you have to run off and find Faye?
You're mad.
No. Just having a little fun.
Would you tell me if you were mad?
For my business associate, it's the least I could do.
Owen,
Oh, come on, I'm just teasing. But anyway, I'm not mad.
maybe I'm the one who should be mad after that stupid stunt you pulled.
Stunt?
Stealing,
Borrowing?
borrowing that javelin.
Come on. A couple of hiccups, but overall a successful run. Tactically solid, and it all turned out great in the end.
Tactically solid? Come on, it was a mess. You were lucky I was there.
That's fair, but you have to give me some points for ballsiness.
Since it all turned out, yeah. Points for sheer overconfidence.
It was fun, though. Wasn't it? And you. You were something else out there. Smashing Dominion left and right. You're fantastic.
You know, Owen, I'm never quite sure when you're being straight with me.
Ha! We'll start with probably not. It's safer that way. Come on. I'm an open book. What do you want to know?
Did you always want to be a cipher?
I never wanted to be a cipher. It wasn't my choice, but I have the gift. I was one of 6 kids. It made sense. Parents saw it as an opportunity. Except, they didn't tell me. Just dropped me off. My dad was crying, but I didn't know why.
Where was your mother?
Jail. We were poor, but I guess she was a thief, really.
How old were you?
8.
I'm sorry, Owen. That sounds really painful.
Bah. It was a long time ago. I just wish they'd asked me, you know?
And what changed in you when you became a cipher?
What? You mean besides the feeling that the people I love could be one step from abandoning me for my own good? I'm kidding. You meant the thing where every cipher is a little broken. What's my broken bit? Nothing important. Doesn't matter. In the end, a cipher can hear the anthem. Hear it. The music of the gods. Who wouldn't give up almost anything for that?
You?
Oh no, I would. Anything. Anyone who says different is a liar.
Got a minute to talk?
Unless you're suited up for a mission, I've got all the time in the world. Honestly, I'm surprised you agreed to take the job from Corvus after everything.
If the Dominion weren't here to put the pressure on, I probably wouldn't have agreed.
But you did. None of the other freelancers would even consider trying again.
Have you kept in touch with anyone else?
I tried to, at first, but most of the survivors wanted to forget they had ever been freelancers. The ones who stuck around did not appreciate my interest in going back to the Heart of Rage.
What made you so determined to go back in?
There's still so much I want to understand about the storm, the anthem, and what went wrong.
You really think you'll find answers?
Does it matter? The world is filled with mysteries. Chasing the solutions, that's where the fun is.
I'm looking forward to the solution, not getting hung up on failure. I envy that.
That's why you left, isn't it? You got sick of dwelling on the past. I can't blame you. You needed to get out there and chase something you couldn't see.
It means a lot to hear you say that.
I came here from Anthem back in the day. Can you imagine? Beautiful, civilized Anthem. To the frontier. Because I wanted to see what's out here through a Lancer's eyes.
Well, I can probably handle being your eyes out here.
I know you didn't really want to do this, any of this. But I'm glad you're here, even if you're not.
And that's going to be all for today's episode, everyone. So thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and comment down any thoughts you might have about this video game in the comment field below. And of course, if you're new over here, remember to subscribe to support the channel. We're gonna continue the main story in the next episode. For now, it's bye bye.